Have you ever wondered why the South China Sea is the world's geopolitical heartbeat? This vast expanse of water, peppered with islands and reefs, is more than just a body of water. It's a strategic chessboard where nations play out their ambitions and fears. Since 1947, China has staked its claim here, a claim that has precipitated a flurry of military advancements. But why all this fuss over a sea? Well, the South China Sea is a critical artery of global trade, a conduit for trillions of dollars in annual trade. It is also a treasure trove of natural resources from fish to oil and gas. These factors, combined with the sea's strategic location amidst leading global powers, make it a fulcrum of geopolitical tension. In this vast chessboard, every move signifies a shift in power dynamics. The stakes are high and the game is far from over. The South China Sea is indeed the geopolitical heart of the world. From reefs to fortresses, how has China solidified its presence since 2016? In the vast expanse of the South China Sea, the dragon has been busy. With an eye on the future, China has been steadily transforming remote reefs into fortified islands, complete with airstrips and radar facilities. These man-made islands are more than just specks of land in the sea. They are strategic outposts, military strongholds that bolster China's claim over these hotly contested waters. But the dragon isn't the only player in this game. The eagle, too, has been busy. From Japan to the Philippines, from Guam to Australia, an intricate web of American bases has been growing. These bases form a strategic encirclement around China, a seemingly deliberate move aimed at containing the dragon's rise. They serve as a stark reminder of America's military prowess, a clear signal that the eagle won't back down easily. Picture a game of chess with the South China Sea as the board. Each base, whether American or Chinese, is a piece in the game, strategically positioned to exert influence, to control key routes, and to respond rapidly to potential threats. But unlike a game of chess, the stakes here are much higher. This isn't just about winning or losing a game, it's about the balance of power in the world's most economically dynamic region. It's about the future of international relations, about peace and stability. But here's the thing. In this high-stakes game, the chessboard is constantly shifting. New bases are built, old ones are upgraded, alliances are formed and reformed. The rules of the game are in flux, shaped by the changing dynamics of global power. It's a dance, a strategic ballet of power and containment, with the dragon and the eagle circling each other, each watching the other's moves closely, each waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The dragon's rise and the eagle's encirclement. A strategic dance of power and containment. As we delve deeper into the complexities of the South China Sea, we can begin to see the contours of this geopolitical chessboard and perhaps catch a glimpse of the checkmate on the horizon. Udima Island, Nagima, names that symbolize a world where proximity to the adversary redefines strategies. These are no ordinary islands, but pivotal pieces in the grand chessboard of the South China Sea. Once, Udima was a bastion of American air power, a formidable distance of 2,000 kilometers from China. Today, it is overshadowed by Nagima, a mere 796 kilometers off the Chinese coast. This closing of distances is more than a geographical shift. It sends ripples across the geopolitical landscape, reshaping strategies and alliances. It is a reflection of China's rise and America's response, a dance of power and influence played out against the backdrop of the vast Pacific waters. What does this mean for the future of this volatile region? Is it a step towards conflict or a call for diplomacy? Only time will reveal the next move in this high-stakes game. The closing distances between the US and China, a step towards conflict or a call for diplomacy? Taiwan, a geopolitical jewel, finds itself under both an air and naval siege. This island, despite its size, holds a great deal of strategic importance for both the United States and China. Taiwan is more than just a vibrant democracy with a booming tech industry. It sits at a critical juncture in the Pacific Ocean, a stone's throw away from the Chinese mainland and in proximity to other key players in the region, such as Japan and the Philippines. For China, Taiwan is an unresolved issue from its civil war, a piece of its territory that slipped away. But it's not just about territorial integrity. Taiwan's strategic location, along with its advanced technology sector, makes it a crown jewel. By exerting control over Taiwan, China could potentially disrupt American military operations in the Pacific, further solidifying its position as a global superpower. On the other hand, for the United States, Taiwan is a key ally and a bulwark against China's expansion. The island serves as a forward base for the US and its allies, a check against China's growing naval capabilities. Moreover, supporting Taiwan aligns with American values of democracy and human rights, and losing Taiwan to China would be a significant blow to American prestige and influence in the region. Yet, Taiwan is not a passive player in this high-stakes game. It has built up a formidable military of its own and has shown a willingness to stand up to China's intimidation. Taiwan's resolve to defend its sovereignty adds another layer of complexity to this geopolitical chess game. In the grand scheme of things, the fate of Taiwan could significantly influence the power balance in the region. A shift in control over Taiwan could potentially tip the balance in favor of China, creating a ripple effect that reaches far beyond the South China Sea. On the other hand, if Taiwan can effectively resist China's pressure while maintaining US support, it could serve as a powerful symbol of resilience against authoritarian expansion. Taiwan, a pawn or a queen in the geopolitical chess game, only time will tell. But one thing is certain, its role in the South China Sea is far more significant than its size might suggest. As the 21st century unfolds, we witness a power transition echoing historical cycles. A dance is taking place on the global stage, a dance of giants, of nations with colossal economic and military might. This dance is not a waltz of cooperation, but a tango of competition, a chess game filled with strategic maneuvers and countermoves. The dancers, none other than the United States and China. The United States, the reigning champion, a superpower that has held the global spotlight since the end of the Second World War. And China, the challenger, a rising dragon with an ascending economic and military trajectory that has been steadily gaining momentum since the dawn of the century. China, once an impoverished state, has transformed itself into the world's second-largest economy in a matter of decades. Its military capabilities have also seen an impressive surge, with the nation now boasting one of the largest defense budgets in the world, second only to the United States. But it's not just about the money, it's about the tangible demonstration of power, the display of military might, and the assertion of territorial claims. Meanwhile, the United States, the long-standing hegemon, finds its position challenged. This is not just about a contest of military budgets, but a contest of influence and control. It's a dance where every step, every move matters. It's about maintaining alliances, asserting dominance, and keeping the balance of power tilted in its favor. But this dance is far from a simple two-step. It's a complicated choreography that involves not just these two giants, but their allies, their neighbors, and the international community. It's a dance that's being watched by the world, a dance that could determine the future direction of global politics. And so, the dance continues. The giants move and countermove, each seeking an advantage, each looking for a way to tip the balance in their favor. It's a dance that's as fascinating as it is fearsome, as intriguing as it is intense. The Dance of the Giants, a confrontation crystallized in defense budgets and international order. The American strategy to contain Chinese influence spans the vast Indo-Pacific. From the contested South China Sea to the expansive heart of Oceania, America's influence is not just a show of military might, but a network of alliances and strategic footholds. Picture a chessboard, where each piece, whether a naval base or a diplomatic partnership, holds a crucial role in the overarching game. The United States, like a seasoned chess player, understands the value of its knights and rooks. It leverages its alliances with nations like Australia and Japan, strengthening its position on the board. These partnerships, alongside the strategic positioning of military bases, create a web of influence designed to counterbalance China's growing power. In this intricate game, control of the seas and air power are the queen and king. The ability to command these elements can tip the scales, potentially deciding the outcome of the geopolitical chess match. The Indo-Pacific, a vast chessboard where the game of power unfolds. The AUKUS Pact, a signal of reinforcement or a prelude to conflict. Here we stand at the precipice of a new epoch, where the lines of alliances are redrawn and the echoes of power reverberate across the Pacific. The AUKUS Pact, a trilateral security pact between Australia, the United Kingdom and the United States, is more than just a new chapter in international relations. It's a geopolitical maneuver, a strengthening of ties that goes beyond mere military presence. It's the deployment of nuclear submarines, the setting up of air bases, the preparation of the chessboard for a potential escalation of conflict. But let's not forget, this isn't just about the show of force. It's also about the subtle dance of diplomacy, the art of influencing without imposing, the skill of negotiating without conceding. It's a tightrope walk between power and prudence. Diplomacy and military power, the two hands shaping the world's direction. Who will have the final say in the South China Sea?